Hey guys and gals, it's Charlie Cameron with PassiveIncomeAgent.com, and today we're going to talk about 7 huge advantages for investor real estate agents. And by that I mean real estate agents who are investing in real estate. So it always blows my mind when I talk to other agents that are working for investors but aren't investing themselves. I don't quite get that gap there. I would venture to say that most agents are not also investors. Um, but they work for the same investors over and over every year, buying them more properties, right? There has to be something to that. So I don't understand why somebody just don't make that leap. But here's the advantages that real estate agents have over the general public. So I'm going to start with perhaps the biggest one, right? If I was not an agent, I could go get a good agent, right? And many of these advantages come from being a good agent. But the piece that agents get that the public don't get, even if they had a really good agent, is that agents get to keep the commissions earnings, right? So you go buy a property for yourself, a rental property for yourself, whatever, $200,000 home or something, and you get to keep the commissions on that. And you should keep 100% of the commissions on that, at least for a few transactions a year if you have the right broker, right? So um, if you think about that, that sets you apart from the public, from investors who are just going in, they're buying a property, they don't get to keep any of the commissions. So you netting 3, 6, 10, however big the deal is, you netting that extra money on that deal sets you apart. It puts you ahead. It allows you to either buy the next deal faster because you've got more money for the next down payment. It allows you to renovate that one you just bought faster, right? So you've got this financial advantage that investors and the general public do not have, okay? That's reason number one. Reason number two, market knowledge, right? So you already know what works or what doesn't work in your market, and you can see what investors are doing, what they're investing in, what people are buying as investment properties. So you already have an idea of what works. Plus, you know what the value of a property should be. So you can either, just by market knowledge and experience, you know that that property is over, under, correctly priced, or you can run a CMA, right? You can run your comparative market analysis and figure out if it is, right? Even if you're a newer agent, you should at least know how to do that piece. Advantage number 3 for real estate agents when investing in real estate is MLS Access. So you've already got the behind the scenes look, and you can be notified immediately when a property that meets your investing criteria pops up on the market. So you already know who the agent is. You can reach out immediately. You've got any documents that are uploaded. You've got the extra gory details that are provided on the MLS that's not provided to the general public, the agent to agent remarks, right? You've got all of that advantage without having to go through a buyer's agent yourself. Now, I'm speaking from experience here because I was an investor before I became an agent. So advantage number 4 is property access. So you see a property pops up on the market, you can you can reach out to that listing agent immediately on your way over there perhaps and say, I want to look at it right now. I want to get in there. If it's unoccupied and it's on like a digital lockbox, man, you could be in there, if it's right around the block from you within 10 minutes of it popping on the market, right? That's an advantage that investors, especially out-of-state investors, do not have. So definitely take advantage of that and think about having that quickness. Number 5 is offer speed, right? Now you've seen the property, you can drive back home, write that contract. You don't have to go through another person to do that. Write that contract, send it over, right? You can do that immediately. Number 6, negotiation skills. You already have this down. You do this on a day-to-day basis. You know how to negotiate. You know how to creatively structure a deal, right? So if they come back and they think you're lowballing, right? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Maybe in your mind that's the number that'll make the deal work. Well, they want to come back with something else. You can structure it differently. You bring more funds to closing, or you have them partially finance the deal, part of the down payment for you. There's all sorts of interesting creative things you can do, and since you already have those skills, you can present it in such a way that makes sense for both parties. Show how it's mutually beneficial for everyone, which is really kind of the hardest part in investor property negotiations. And then the last big advantage, there are still more, number 7, is you already have a professional network, right? You're not an out-of-state investor who's got to figure out property management, figure out who to finance, who's going to finance that property. You don't have to figure out a handyman. You don't have to figure out contractors, renovations, all that stuff. Title agency, you've already got those professionals in your pocket, right? You already work with them on a day-to-day basis. You know who you want to go to for your title agency, for your handyman, for your inspection, for your financing, right? You've already got all those leads. That's awesome, right? You could just go out there and crush that deal. So anyway, so the next steps to becoming an investor real estate agent, you can click on the link below and take a look at the article, and it'll send you off to some more tools to help you do that. But you want to learn about the advantages of real estate investing? I'll post that one below as well. You want to learn how to analyze a rental property, and there's some really good resources out there, free resources for you to figure that out. I'll link to that as well. You want to determine what properties work in your area, like we talked about. Decide what you can and want to invest in. Establish your goals and property criteria, set up searches for yourself with instant notifications, and then analyze investment properties and close the deals. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us some love at passiveincomeagent.com or facebook.com/passiveincomeagent, and we'll see you soon. I look forward to hearing from you.